Hi there, and welcome to Real Talk. Thanks for taking steps towards supporting people around dating, love, relationships, and sex. In these videos, you'll see people talking to each other about a number of topics.
We believe if people have questions about dating, relationships, love, and sex, that it's better to talk about them than to bottle them up inside.
But it can be embarrassing to talk about this stuff, and it can bring up a lot of feelings.
These videos give some examples of how these conversations could go and provide some talking points.
So let's say you want to have a conversation with someone you support around dating, love, relationships, and sex. Maybe they've been asking a lot of questions.
Maybe they really want to find a boyfriend or girlfriend.
Maybe they've been behaving in ways that have been bothering people.
Maybe they're already dating and it's getting more serious.
Or maybe you just notice them being really interested in sexual imagery on television programs, but nobody's really talking about it. So how do you go about having this kind of conversation? First, thanks very much for being willing to give it a try. It can be uncomfortable, but it can really help improve somebody's quality of life. Second of all, just be aware that a lot of folks with cognitive disabilities have been sexually abused. And statistically speaking, they're most likely to be abused by their staff.
Being aware of this can help you take better steps to make the conversation safer and more comfortable for you and for them.
Here are some things to try.
Consider whether you're the best person to talk to them about this.
Have you built familiarity and trust over time, or are you new in their lives?
Because if you barely know them and you start talking to them about sex, then you're actually modeling that it's normal to talk to people you don't know very well about sex.
And we don't want to model that.
So is there someone who knows them better who could have this conversation with them instead? If not, then when you're starting this conversation, just name the fact that it's unusual for people who don't know each other very well to talk to each other about sex. Then just reassure them that you're a safe person and that they don't have to have this conversation with you if they don't want to.
Make a plan about what you want to talk about and why. This can help you get clear about your intentions and be more comfortable about what you're talking about.
Check in to see if your sexual health facts are current and accurate.
Just because something was true and up to date 5 years ago doesn't mean that it's true now. Technology is always changing, research is always showing new things.
A great place to get non-judgmental, up-to-date sexual health information is at the 1-800-SEX-SENSE line.
Let another staff person know about your plan to talk to this person about it.
Tell them what you plan to talk about and why.
You can even have a practice conversation with them, where you say to the staff what you intend to say to the person that you support. They may have some good feedback for you about how to make things clearer.
Also, if the person you're supporting gets upset or scared that you talk to them about sex, then there's another person on your staff team who knows the context of this conversation, why it was going on, what the intention was.
An ideal place for this kind of conversation is a place where you and the other person can be seen by others but not heard by others. Maybe in the backyard where people can see you clearly from their window.
It's important that other people can't hear you because you need to respect this person's privacy and model for them that it's not really the kind of conversation that you want to have where others can hear you.
It's also important to model that there are places to have a private conversation and still be seen by others.
When you're going to talk to the person, let them know that you want to have a conversation about sex.
Tell them a bit more specifically about what you want to talk about and why. It's really good if you can avoid framing the conversation as, you made this mistake, so here we are, or you are lacking this info, so I'm here to provide it. See if you can come to them as an equal.
Let them know they're not in trouble. People have often been punished for things to do with sexuality.
Let them know also that they can leave the conversation at any time if they don't want to be a part of it anymore.
If you feel uncomfortable, say so.
It's natural to feel uncomfortable when talking about sex.
You can let them know that they may feel uncomfortable too, and that's actually great. That feeling of discomfort can help them recognize situations that might be dangerous and to get out of them.
Let them know they're in a safe place and you are a safe person, and that they can leave the conversation at any time.
If it's possible, give them tools that they can use to get information for themselves. Maybe you can show them how to phone the Sex Sense line or send the Sex Sense line an email. Maybe you can show them how to use the Scarletine information website. Maybe you can help them look through the videos on the Real Talk website and find a conversation that talks about what they're asking.
If you don't know the answer to something, say so.
Maybe you can call the Sex Sense hotline together and get the answer.
After the conversation, document it on the daily log notes.
What was the conversation about? Was the person interested? Were they embarrassed? Were they scared? Were they mad? Did they stay for the whole conversation? Did they leave partway through?
Sometimes, someone will ask you a question out of the blue.
And you want to be supportive and give them an answer, but you don't have the time to plan this perfect conversation.
When that happens, it can still be valuable too. Name discomfort if you feel it. Take a moment if you need it.
Let the person know they're not bad or wrong for asking the question, but you just need a moment to think about it and get yourself together before you can give them an answer.
Admit it if you don't know the answer and try to find it together.
Let the person know that they can leave the conversation if they no longer feel that they want to be a part of it.
Just because they started the conversation doesn't mean that they need to stay in it.
Thanks and enjoy the videos.